Hello. Well, I had the opportunity over a dinner not too long ago to talk to the mother of a friend of mine. And I was quite interested in talking to her because my friend, her daughter, had told me that she actually saved somebody on the subway. Now, it is dramatic. This woman is about 77, 78. And she normally doesn't go to the subway, but she decided this time to take the subway on her way to the mosque. She's a Muslim elderly woman. Anyway, all of a sudden she looks around and she sees on the tracks there is a fairly well-dressed Caucasian man just lying there. And she said she just sprung into action. She said she didn't know, she had no idea what she was thinking. She just knew that she did not want to be there when this man died, and she needed to do something. So, with all the other people looking around and doing nothing, she motioned to another lady to come and help her. Now, this lady, the elderly woman I'm talking about, has a stroke. So her right arm is weak. So she kind of shouted down to the man, and apparently he reacted. So she knew he wasn't kind of ill or injured significantly that he couldn't respond. He was responding. It wasn't like if he was, a suicide or anything like that. Maybe he just misstepped, but she hadn't seen it happen. Anyway, she reached down and with her left arm supporting one side and the right arm of the other lady who she called, they managed to haul the man up before the train came in. And this was with a whole mass of people, younger people as well, looking on. So they both took the man, sat him on a bench. She made sure he was fine. She was on her way to the mosque and she wanted to keep on going. And she left him. And, this was not actually, to my knowledge, reported in the papers. The thing is that here was this elderly woman. She normally didn't go into the subway. She made an instant decision. She wanted, she couldn't bear the thought of having this man die. She just thought, what can I do? And she did it. And, it is a pity that in the current society we live in the so-called developed countries, the respect for the elderly has pretty much, bottomed. It's at an all-time low, and we forget the experience, the knowledge, the motivation that these wonderful people can give us. And she actually was going back when she finished, and somebody who had seen the cameras from inside came to her and says, "Weren't you the lady who helped this man?" And the man had been asking kind of like, "Who is this lady?" And everybody said, "We don't know, she's just gone." And she says, "Well, maybe." He says, "Why did you do it?" She says, I just, made up my mind that, nothing was going to happen to him if I could help it." And she didn't think of her own personal safety in the process either. She just, motioned to somebody, obviously with the kind of, let's get this done, and got the man out of there. So, it was such a wonderful experience to be talking to this woman who was, you see her on the street, she's older, she's slower, she's got a stroke on one side, and you wouldn't think that she would be almost this superwoman who helped this man. In the cultures my parents come from, and I am very familiar with, we respect older people. You would be amazed at, what the older people, the wisdom, the experience, the stories, how they got to where they are. So I think, we should keep that in mind and just don't discount this woman who just happened to get in the subway and saved this man's life. And, like I said, different culture, different religion. The man was a well-dressed, obviously, part of the business community, Caucasian. There's nothing technically, when you look at it on the surface, similar between the two of them. It's just miraculous. And I loved being in the presence of this woman who just... She didn't make a big deal about it. It was just one of those things she felt she had to do, and she did, and she doesn't want any recognition or accolades for it. And that is such a wonderful life. That is such a wonderful thing. So, you never know when you'd be called on to have your own, give your own helping hand, and be prepared to do so. And you would never know when you will need a helping hand, and it would be the person who you least expect who would give you that helping hand. So, just be nice. Anyway, that's it today. Nothing, more than that. But it's something I think we all should think about how we're just nice to other people, how we give because we also receive, and you never know where your gifts and where your miracles are going to come from just your regular human beings. Okay, on that note, share this if you feel like it, like me on Facebook, and subscribe to the newsletter. The link is definitely below, and that's where you're going to have the special offers that I am bringing to you currently. It's an exciting time, beginning of the year, all kinds of wonderful things happening. Take care. Bye.